Gosh, Surfer Girl. You know, I was suckling at the teat of the favorites. Last week I got burned. And 6 upsets. Oh, we won't. Greetings, sports fans. How you doing tonight? I'm not doing too good. I was just saying to Surfer Girl, there were a bunch of upsets this week. My gosh, upsets. And could have been at least one more. I know I saw one more in there. You know, first off, the Houston Texans. They were favored, but they lost. Go figure. That was an upset. The Denver Broncos beating the Texans. Another upset. Carolina Panthers over the Green Bay Packers. Yeah. What's up with that? And then we got, the next one was like the Vikings. The Vikings beat the Lions. Nobody had the Vikings. 3-4 team up against a 5-2 team. Incredible. You know, Steelers beating the vaunted Indianapolis Colts. Well, that's the way it goes sometimes, you know. The Cowboys blowing it against the Arizona, blowing it. They never had a chance. From what I understand, I didn't see the game. But enough said. Let's get into who won and who didn't. This week, it was a rookie that took it all with 11 wins. Hollywood, outstanding. 11 wins in a rough week. Everybody's at home holding their guts because they know they did bad. But, you know, you did fabulous, in my opinion. You had some picks here that were quite astounding. Quite astounding. On a week where it was so topsy-turvy. I don't know how you did it. But I wish I had some of that. That's what I need. I need something. All right. 11 wins gets her first 2 tiebreaker points all by herself. Congratulations, Hollywood. I'm impressed. Then we had Southpaw Goldilocks. Jabbing, moving, sticking. Right there with 10 wins. And Surfer Girl playing sleeper this week. You know, you'd think, she don't know what she's doing, whatever. Bang. 10 wins, double digits. Oh, I forgot to give a tip of my visor to you, Hollywood. And I'm just going to give a nod to you guys with the 10 wins because that was good. That was really good. So, Surfer Girl, good job plugging away. Southpaw, Goldilocks, you guys have been in it. Try to get to the top. And then we had a whole bunch of 9-game winners. I couldn't believe how many there were. 10, I think. The Badgers, Rooster, Jayhawker, Lady Hawk, Uncle Etch, Boilermaker, Batman, Hankster, and Lucky Dan. And myself. The slow horse was with you. 9 wins. Like I said, it was a tough week, but that's how it was. There were 10 of us. All right, and then we had the 8-game winners, dipping kind of lower there, still a winning record, but all in all, we all know that ain't good. That ain't good. That was the Counselor, the Undertaker, I'm sorry. It's the way it goes. Counselor, I don't know where you've been. But the big surprise was Cracklin' Rosie. Oh, somebody kicked you in the shins or something. I don't know what happened to you, but you only got 8 this week. So, after such a big week last week, Anyway, and then we come to the bottom. So, 2 people you don't hear about on the bottom too often. You're always hearing about me. But you don't always hear about, Mr. Clean. on the bottom. 7 wins. And my old friend the Coyote, what happened? You were out hunting wins. You were sniffing them out. And now, 7 wins. Bad. Now, let me say it. I don't really want to say it, but I'm going to say it anyway. Poor. Enough said. But we did have some pick of the week. I'll tell you, I haven't had one of these, I don't know how long. Sometimes I don't take chances, and that's what screwed me this week anyway. We had 3 pick of the week, and I'm going to point them all out and tip my visa. First one, Hollywood. Hollywood had the Panthers over the Green Bay Packers. Nobody else did. Somehow she knew. That was a sweet pick. You know, only a 3-point game. You know, it was rough there. I think it was a field goal at the end. A lot of the games mashed together. I can't remember everything. But you got that pick. Good for you. The next pick was the Rooster. The Rooster. Oh, yeah! He says, you know what? I don't think the Colts are that good. Incredible. The Rooster says, no, Pittsburgh at home, gonna do it. And they did. That was a good one. That was a good one. I don't like picking against Pittsburgh at home. And that's why. But then, you know, coming in, you think he's down and out. And The Undertaker, he decides on his own to take the Cardinals over the Cowboys. Now, was he just rolling dice? Or was he thinking? Oh, yeah! I want to think he was thinking. And, you know, that he's got, you know, potential genius in there or whatever, but I don't know about that. You know, that was a great pick. Tip of the visor, my friend. That was good. All right. That's how it shook out this week. So now it's time to go to the board. Are we rolling?
Rolling, baby.
All right. This week, week 9, very important week, halfway through. Week 9. We got a tie for first place. Uncle Edge and Southpaw and Goldilocks. Fighting it out, you know, really. That's fabulous. Well, this week, Uncle Edge, he had 9. A lot of people had 9, 10 of us had 9. Last week he had 9. So, you know, Unc, love you, all that. You're flat, man. You're flat. Gotta break away. Gotta break away. You got people climbing, coming at you. And you got a pair of them now. They have just been climbing each week. I have to go back through the tapes and see. But they have managed to climb above. Goldilocks, Southpaw and Goldilocks, who's ever doing a picking or combined pick, way to go. This week, 10 wins. Last week, 9 wins. Trending upward, and it's obvious. You got the star next to you and everything. And Uncle Edge, you know, he keeps pushing people away, but they're there. 92 points, 92 wins, 2 tiebreaker points. Tied for first place. And then, well, we got Cracklin' Rosie coming in. Cracklin' Rosie, we know she had a tough week. Only got 8. Last week, 10. That was a good week. But 10, you're going down. 91 wins, 2 tiebreaker points, second place. The Hangster, staying strong. He's staying strong. He's got that horse paced. I'm telling you. He knows what he's doing. 9 wins this week, 9 wins last week. He's flat, but he hasn't lost or gained. He is 89 wins, 2 tiebreaker points, third place. Then we got the Badgers. They do, they hang around. They really do. Once again, they had a real bad last week. 6 wins only this week. Jump up with 9 wins. You know, that's pretty good. That's significant. Which puts you on the upward trend with 88 wins, 3 points, fourth place. Then we got Lucky Dan, still staying in the race. our rookie. 9-9, just like last week. Which means he's flat, but he ain't losing. 88 wins, 2 tiebreaker points, 5th place. Oof, 1 tiebreaker point, kill you. And then I managed to hang around, which sometimes I can do. I'm sure you guys are, wondering how I can't be doing great. You know how smart I am. You know I should be doing better. Makes me think weird things, man. Anyway, slow horse. This week I got 9, last week I got 8. I'm trending upward. I gotta look at it good. 87 wins, no points. Then we got Jay Hawker. I think he was under me last week. 9 this week, but he had 10 last week. Oof. It was only 1 game. I know, the Cowboys screwed you, but you're trending downward. 86 wins, 2 tiebreaker points, 7th place. The counselor. He's hanging around on the mediocrity ladder. He's just staying warm, man. You gotta get hot. You gotta get hot, counselor. 8 wins this week, 8 wins last week. Definitely flat, but not good. 86 wins, 1 tiebreaker point, 8th place. Mr. Clean, he had a rough week, we all know that. What are you gonna do? 7 wins this week. Last week, he had 8 wins. So definitely a downward trend. You're getting a little dirty there, Mr. Clean. 85 wins, 1 tiebreaker point, 9th place. Lady Hawk, she says it all, staying flat. 9-9, not bad, but not good. 85 wins, no tiebreaker points. It's killing you too. What can I say? Surfer Girl, definitely trending upward. 10 wins this week. Oof. Almost got her some tiebreaker points, but didn't. Boy, I know that feeling. Ain't tasted one in years, it seems like. 8 wins last week, so definitely trending upward. 85 wins, no points. There you go. Hollywood, who happened to shine this week with 11 wins. 7 last week. So that's a surge. That's a surge. You see it at the track every now and then, man. Oh, there's nothing like it, especially when you got money on that horse. Nothing like it. Anyway, Hollywood, you're doing great. 7 wins last week, upward range, 83 wins, 2 tiebreaker points, 11th place. You can climb over some bodies. That's what you need to do. Then The Undertaker coming in. God, he's had it rough. 2 8 weeks, 8 and 8. Definitely flat. 83 wins, 1 tiebreaker point. Tied for 12th with the Batman. You got a little better from last week. You got an extra win, but 9, not good. Trending upward, just the slightest tick. You got to keep working it. 83 wins, 1 tiebreaker point. Tied for 12th with The Undertaker. The Coyote, he slipped down a little this week. 7 wins, on the bottom with Mr. Clean. Tough. 8 last week, definitely trending down. You gotta do better, Coyote. Get out there, man. Start looking for those wins again. I know you can do it. 83 wins, no tiebreaker points. I feel for the 13th. Then we got the Rooster. What can I say? The Rooster, he's up, he's down, he's all over the place. It's tough for him to gain any ground. 9 wins this week, 7 last week. So, little tick upwards. 82 wins, 2 tiebreaker points, 14th. Oh, Hollywood, she's way up there. What's happening, man? She may be getting better at this than you. You're a past champion. How can you allow that? I don't know how I allow any of you to beat me. You're not that good. Well, maybe some of you are. All right. Boilermaker. It pains me, bro. It pains me. It pains me. 9 wins this week, which you know, average, mediocre, nobody's going to applaud that. I don't know. I got 9 too. 8 wins last week. I struggled with putting that arrow there. Just going up there, going straight, because you're here and you've been here for a while. That word, it's bad. 78 wins. Week 9. What can I say? You still got PPPS, man. You need to stay away from everybody. I don't feel like I got to put on a mask, but, you know, you got to get it done. Get me into double digits. Show me. All right. That's how it is this week. Week 9 here at Studio One. Thursday night, Raiders at the Broncos. I don't know. Oh, you know, that was something I wanted to bring up. The Hankster. Hankster, I got to tell you, you got kicked twice in the guts with a pointy shoe. That Raiders pick, you were the only one who thought the Raiders could pull that out. And what happened, I know all you saw it. You saw it on ESPN, if nothing else. Or maybe you didn't. That's another story. Hankster had the Raiders over the Jacksonville Jaguars. I was watching that overtime game. And I could not believe that guy kicked that, what was it, 68-yarder? Was that it? That took it on the Jaguars? I could be screwing this up. But I know there was a kick this week and it was a 68-yarder. And I think it was that game and it screwed the Hankster. That would have been another pick of the week, a magnificent pick. I don't know if I could have put that up on a little higher shelf, because who's going to pick the Raiders? You know, even if you love the Raiders, you can't pick them. You can't do it. And that's why, luck, they have none. That guy shouldn't have made that kick. No way. I was grateful. I'm floating around. I'm hoping I can pull 10 wins out. And I'm, come on. Anyway, tough break, Hankster. Love your guts. God bless you. All right. That's how it is on the show. Thursday night, Broncos Raiders. We got an early Sunday game. Falcons at Colts in Berlin. 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. I got to have your pick no later than. It's getting tight here, man. This is tight. Oh, I mentioned you wanted to be above the green line. Well, I managed to claw my way. That's probably why everybody had 9s in here except regular Rosie. But anyway, within 5. The rest of you must climb above each other. Claw. Get up there. It's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. I want to thank you for, watching the show. Yeah, I almost forgot. Stay with me if you want to see the interview with the fortune teller. A little extra content. See if you like it. My name is Zoltan. I am king of the gypsies' second cousin. We are very close. Hello. Well, it's nice to meet you. Wow. Second cousin, huh? Well, that's pretty close. Glad to hear it. Well, I've got some questions. I see that you are grasping at straws. It says so by your visor. So, I am here to tell you I am here to help. I will gaze into the crystal and search for the answers that you seek. But it will cost money. $20 per question. What's that? Oh, money. Yeah, I figured that'd be part of the deal. 20 per question. All right, well. All right, first 20. I want to know if ESPN is going to cut a deal with YouTube so that I can get Monday Night Football back. Will ESPN cut a deal with YouTube so that you can continue watching Monday Night Football? Let me see. Well, I see a boardroom where people are fighting, obviously over money, yelling, screaming. But it looks like they are cutting the deal, and you will probably have your Monday Night Football back. Maybe next week. All right, second question. Will the Bears beat the Giants this weekend? They're playing on Sunday. Will the Bears beat the New York Giants? Let me see. I see blue men. I see, looks like black pants. Bears, yes. Well, it looks like Santos kicker. It may come down to a very close game, but all looks as though the Bears will prevail. All right, and the last question I got, but I only got $4. Give me any kind of answer? Your third question, you only have $4. Well, for that, I can give you perhaps a little vision, but nothing will be clear for that kind of money. But I'll take it. And the last question I got. Will the Boilermaker get off the bottom of the pool? Can he get off the bottom? Will the Boilermaker get off the bottom of the pool? Let us see. The Boilermaker. Very, very stormy. Like a raging sea. And his boat is being tossed and turned. And the waves are very large. Very large. That is all I can give you for that kind of money.